Good morning, all. Good afternoon and good evening, depending on the time zone. Welcome to today's weekly podcast. We are starting as usual with instruments, DXY, and we run through the other instruments for us to align. Now, what we have seen so far from the price is consolidation. Now, there's this 60% chance that the DXY, the dollar, will still go into 4-week. Maybe not immediately. Probably later, we'll still see price dollar dropping. But for now, once we don't break the structure at 99.500 to the upside, there's still chance for dollar to drop. So we've got to understand what is happening in this middle, which is the consolidation. And let's turn to the daily time frame. Since this reaction had occurred, we are seeing price literally in the middle, not making upward surge and not falling. So what do I see here on the daily time frame? What I see here, I still see that this is a correction to the upside, and we still need to see an equal movement to the upside. So in the middle here, you might be seeing a B wave trying to develop, such that we have this. If this is A wave, this might be A of B, B of B, and a C of B. So once we have a C of B to the downside, then we're going to see dollar gaining strength to the upside again before it falls. That is what I'm seeing here. So, but having said that, looking at this forming an ABC for more rally to the upside, how to trade this without losing your money is to trade each leg of the forecast, and you guide your trade with stop loss. If the price is going to do something else, you will notice. Then you join the direction it's following. But for now, what I see is initial A, then A of B, B of B, and a C of B. We still need this to drop to give us a perfect B wave. Now, on the daily time frame, it's sending a dummy of a consolidation to go up. We still know that this thing is going to go up. But for now, in this middle, what are we seeing? Is it going up outrightly, or is it still going to fall? So let's look at the 4-hour time frame. DXY on the 4-hour time frame, if I were you, I don't want to trade this. I don't want to trade this. This is the major A that we say major A wave, A of B, B of B, and we are looking for a C of B. This C of B may break this low, or may just stick at some point here before it goes up. So we are seeing this breaking this top here. This is a warning that the price have a preponderance towards the upside, but not immediately. I see it's going to move to the upside, but maybe it's going to fall, probably correct up to 50% of this entire run before they take it to the upside. Now, the way they consolidated in this middle before this move, don't be surprised that they may be doing the same thing as an A wave here. Then this as a B wave, it's another thing that you have to pay attention to. if the price will fall. So on the 4-hour time frame, we are seeing that the price is trying to drag to the downside. So I don't want to trade this. I want the price to choose a side, a direction. If they should come down, then I'll be looking to buy. But do I want to continue to buy from here? No. I will only buy if they break this top, then I look for a retracement to go up. Similarly, on euro dollar, on the 4-hour time frame, we are seeing that price had done this initial push to the downside, this probably an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave to the upside. If this is going to be a C wave to the upside, we are seeing price also dragging. So I would really want the price to probably do an A, B, and a C. And let's see if this extension to the upside is going to give us 100% extension or 1, 2, 3 extension, wherever it's going to get to. If it breaks up here, we'll be looking for a short buy to finish this leg to the upside. And both anywhere from here, either at the break of this structure here or before, at this level here of resistance, I might be looking for a C wave, something like this to the downside. But for now, it's rather for me to sit and do nothing and try to look for trade around this zone to sell. And after that sell, we should be looking for a push-up. Nzdusd USD. From the higher time frame, we are sure that Nzdusd USD, if you go to the weekly time frame, the weekly time frame, Nzdusd USD is yet to finish its course. So we are seeing this as an A wave, a B wave to the downside, and a possible C wave. The C wave is yet to break this, at least to give us a zigzag. Now, for now, possibly this is 1, 2. And the third wave, and this is probably the fourth wave in the making. And once this is done in the making, we have one push to the upside. After that one push, breaking this top, then you have to look for whatever price is going to do next to fall. So this isn't complete yet. On the daytime frame, then, like we said, we are looking at the margins of the fourth wave here. Is this fourth wave completed? You know, you could have just done an A, B, C, and they are pushing up. But the way they came down is very suggestive of a very complex correction in the middle. So this 1, 2 is done. The third wave, this for now is seen as a fourth wave. And after finishing this fourth wave, then price can go to the upside. So I still see the possibility of price trying to break this low one more time before it goes up. So in the middle here, an A wave here, a B wave here. So this B wave, can it get more complex? Yes, it can get more complex. To give us an A B, and a C, drop one more time before they go up. Or rather, they can make this an A B, and this C wave, without breaking this top, they can make it more complex here and give us an A of C, a B of C, and a C of C. So the way it's doing here, I rather want it to drag a bit more to the upside. And when it breaks down again, the last time it breaks to the downside, then we can look for a push to the upside. That's what I would want to do on Nzdusd USD. So there's still something to be grabbed here. I think we just have to wait for it to break down one more time. ABC, BW, and X here, and this in the middle is still in the middle. So this may go up slightly without breaking this top here to form A, B, C, and the last drop. USD JPY. This also is dragging to the upside. If we look at the daily time frame, this is where you begin to look at what you want to do as a trader. What you want to do as a trader is to trade what the chart will give you. You trade only what the structure will give you per segment. You don't want to hold trades for long here now when you are at the tail end of a particular structure trying to turn. So we are taught that this could be an A of B, B of B, and a C of B for us to turn to the downside. But looking at what the price is trying to do now, it looks different. So we are seeing this movement to the upside, downside. So this could just be an A, B, C of the fourth wave, and this is going up as a new wave, probably the fifth wave to break up. So that is what I could see here. There's a tendency for this to go up. Then what we confirmed now is once the price will take up more than 78 extension to the upside of this particular wave, then it's a buy and it's a break to the upside. Euro JPY. I'm going to spend a bit of time here on Euro JPY. I'm going to spend a bit of time here. You have to look at this structure, what the structure is doing here, and how to trade it. Let me quickly switch to the weekly time frame for you to have a grasp. This is when you take segment by segment of the structure to trade. So we're going to go into the internal count of this wave, of this structure, to know what we want to trade. For now, anything from 2012 downwards, let's just forget it. Let's just pay attention to between here and what the price has done here. Now, what the price has done here for me, I've seen an A wave and a B wave. And this B wave is rightly B, an A, B, C of B, with an extension here, extended wave here. So B wave, an A wave, a B wave. Would this A and B wave turn to the something else in the near future or on the long time? We're going to see. Now, after this move, our attention now falls here, which is potentially the C wave or wave 3. Now, you could have said this is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. And when you do that, you are in a rush. You are in a rush because it may not turn out to feel like that. The only thing that you know is that wave 3 can be 5 waves, which you want to follow. And wave C also it's 5 waves. So we have to be modest and stay with C. And when it's no longer C, then you now know that it is no longer a C wave. So for now, we will treat it as an A, B, and a C wave. Now, within this C wave, we want to know if it's completed or not, because we are going to stay with this Euro JPY and make the most of it as it's progressing. Now, within this C wave, either third wave or C wave, we expect a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 formation. So this is the first wave. wave 1 and wave 2. If this is wave 1 and wave 2 of the C wave, then this is wave 3. Now, are we done with wave 3 of the C wave? Because it's only when we are done with wave 3 of the C wave, then we cannot begin to entertain wave 4 of the C wave and the final push to the upside. Now, what it looks to me now, this is wave 1 of 3, wave 2 of 3, wave 3 of 3, and wave 4 of 3. It not only means that this move to the upside is just the last wave 5 of 3. Now, when we are done with this wave 5 of 3, then we can say wave 3 is over as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once we have that wave 3 being over as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we'll now do a wave 4 similar to what we have here in the middle here, probably here. So we still need a wave like this to give us a wave 4 to the downside, which may even tap here. Then the price will now go up the last time to finish wave 5 of C as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, it is that wave 5 that will determine if the price is going to be more impulsive to go beyond A, B, C and turn this to 1, 2, 3. But for now, let's deal with it as the possible, the end of wave 3 to have a wave 4 to have a wave 5. It looks like that. That is what I can see. Within 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is the 4th of it, and this is 5th of it. Now, we now pay attention to this 5th wave. Is it done? Is it done or not? This is where we now pay attention, because we need to finish this, the 5th wave of 3, for us to have a bigger fall. Now, let's turn to the daily time frame. Focusing here. Now, this is the last 5 waves. Focusing here. So what do I see? What I see now is I see a wave 1, a wave 2, wave 1, a wave 2. Let's say this, wave 1, wave 2 here. And in this wave 1 and wave 2, then we now begin to see wave 1 of 3, 2 of 3, maybe 3 of 3, 5 of 3, and wave 3 may have finished here. Now, wave 3, which means that the internal structure of wave 3, it seems to be done here. And how do we confirm that really? One of the things we can do is to look at the second leg of wave 3, which is here, and try to clone it, draw a trend support, and see if we're going to have a breach. All we want to confirm is that in this wave 2 here, is this wave 4 of it? Are we done with it? And if we are done with wave 4 of it, it means that this push to the upside is the last wave to finish the whole of this as a wave 5 of 3 in the bigger cycle before a big fall that I talked about. So let me bring out the drawing. The drawing supposed to be from here to this place, because that is all you need. From this wave 1 of 3, 2 of 3, you clone to touch here, then you can see that there's a break here. So with this break, it has confirmed to you that this is a wave 4. Because that's confirmed that that is a wave 4, then we can now change this here. That wave 4 is completed. So we now have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. And this push to the upside, it's seen most likely as wave 5, the last wave 5 to the upside. And after that, we are going to see a bigger push to the downside. So we're going to stay with this and see how that will work out. Now, our movement to the upside, how far can we go? Like I said, this is a wave 3 of 3. This is wave 4 of 3. And wave 5 of 3, at least 1, 2, 3 extension or 168. If you plot that, exactly 168 extension is where we have this resistance. So we are going to pay attention to this 168 extension to finish the 5th wave. And if that is the case, what do we need to do? We now need to stay with this also to look at, I would rather, because of this one here, I would rather want to drop all my buy at these 1.6 if I get 1, 2, 3 extension here. So if I do this, one, 2, 3 extension also agrees with 168 of the big 4 there to 5. So I rather not want to trade up to the 168 of this one because we are almost at the end of this. So what I will be looking for more here is still good market here. From here down to where the price is, we still need about 400 pips to the upside, which we want to trade. Tradable 400 pips. And after that, I don't want to come here. I want to watch for signal here and see price giving me a structure to the downside. And if that happens, it's going to be a big fall. And that big fall, like we said, if I zoom in again, that big fall will be similar to this from here to here. And so if we are going to get that in the purple, it will be a massive fall, like I said, that can even test this area. If we get that, that was what I said, it can be a big fall that will test very close to this area, then before we have the last 5 to the upside. So there are big movement that we are expecting. A lot of movements, big movements, but we just have to get the right, the timing right, because it might be a big fall. If that would happen from here, it might be a big fall of over 2,000, over 3,000 pips to 4,000 pips to the downside before the price will go up again. So we just have to get the timing right. Now, staying with the timing now of, I'm spending more time here because I really want you to understand that we have to take it structure by structure at this level. Structure by structure at this level. Going to the 4-hour time frame now. Going to the 4-hour time frame, this is where we are. This 4th wave, ABC, it's actually 100 extension to the downside. To give us an ABC, it's 100 extension to the downside. But when you look at the 4th wave, from the 2nd wave, it's barely 23.6 to the downside, not 36 at all, 23.6 to the downside before we had this done. So they are done with this here and they are pushing up. So one of the things you can do here is to watch at this also we continue to unfold as a 5-wave structure to the upside. And once it's done with wave 3, then we can begin to look for what will give us an ending structure for that move to the downside. There was a time I was telling us that what is most important is the first 3 waves. So this is wave 1 and this is wave 2. This is the third wave here. With this third wave, if we break this to the downside, it means that the whole of this wave is done. And so we might want to have a wave to the downside before we go up again. So, but it seems as this wave is not done in its movement to the upside. For me, we are still within this C leg or a third leg. We are still within the C leg or the third leg. We are not seeing that divergence yet, but this could go to become much bigger, or it might just continue to go up. What's the trick here? The trick here is to see this on the 4-hour time frame as a complete move, and this also a complete move. But this is yet to be a complete move. It would only be a complete move once we breach this area. Then we now know that the old 3 structure is done. We now want to do a new structure to the downside. So for now, this is seen as the 4th wave. If this is wave A, a wave 1, and wave 2, this may be a wave 3 and the 4th wave. All you can do here is to stylishly look for a 168 extension to 123 extension to the upside here for this, as this is going up. Can this go down again to break low? I would have thought that we can have a more complex structure here, A, B, C to the downside, and before we push up. But from what I could see here, it seems likely not to be so now, that the price will push to the downside to break this low, but it's likely that the price will be going up. Maybe to finish this as the 5th wave, to be modest, let's treat it as a 5th wave or something that possibly could come up here. And if it's doing that, we just have to continue to guide our stop losses and see if we have any order from the low here. Yes, we keep those. While short orders within this stream, we just execute them, get out. And while we keep the order from the low to see whatever price is going to do. But I see that this most likely is going to go all the way to the top to break the top now. Why? Why? First, let's stay with this. The first thing you will see here is if price wants to back down or still do, price will not break a primary B wave. Now, when you see a move like this, A, B, and a C wave to downside, the primary B wave is at this red area here. And so you can see that there's a breach. This kissed the primary B wave, and this broke the primary B wave. So with that said, breaking the primary B wave, it's a big thing. So what the price can do with this doji is to correct more to the downside, maybe 50% here, for it to go up again, if that is what. So what with the break of this B wave, then the tendency is more to now go up and break here and break here. So that's the first thing we have to see. Now, can this become a complex structure to the downside? Maybe it's possible, but not until you breach 78 extension of this wave to the downside. If this wave should breach 78 extension, then we now know that we have confirmed that it's going to go all the way to break the top. So we can plan our trade as such. And that level is around this area of 78, 70. So where we have like 123, 127 extension of this wave to the upside as a possible 5th wave coincides with that 78 extension of this, or retracement of this particular move from the down to the up, then this one going up, it's like the retracement of 78. So once we get a breach out of here, then we can now target 168 extension of this move to the upside here. So then that will confirm a breach to the upside from here is a confirmation that it's going to go all the way to the top and break the top to finish as a wave 5. So what I would expect is that if the price would come in the middle, breach this one, come in the middle here, then I will be anticipating a bigger correction to the downside because this would have finished a move to the upside, a bigger correction to the downside before we now see a big wave again to the upside. So that's what I would anticipate now. That's how to plan it. But for now, immediately the market opens, let's see what happens here. On the 1 hour time frame, I've spent more time here. And so on the 1 hour time frame, so we are seeing this move. This could be an A wave, this could be a B wave. If they want to come down to the more to the downside, let's see what the price is going to do to come to the downside. It depends on the kind of extension here and the way this will close on the 4 hour time frame. Because they may make this an A B wave, and come down more time as probably in the middle here as a running flat is possible. They can still come down and give us a running flat. Would they give us an extended flat? We'll see. Let's see. From this top down here, and this barely breaks about 1 point, just a bit over 100% extension. So it's not even on to, so probably a running flat is what is possible here. If they want to push more down to the downside, a running flat is what you can expect here. If price will do that. Once the price break this low, then look for a running flat and the price is going to push up. I don't see an extended flat that will break this low now. So if that happens, then it's now telling us that this now becomes the first wave of this wave 5 as an A, B, as 1, A, B, C, a running flat in the middle as a wave 2, then we'll see how far that wave 3 is going to go. So a running flat here means that price most likely is going to push beyond 1, 2, 3 extension here, which also equates the retracement of 78 of the big move. So if it gives a running flat, then price is going to push and break this, then before we now have the 4th wave and finish up. So I've done that analysis. So let's look at gold lastly. It's a bit long because of the Eurojpy. On gold now, on gold, on the weekly time frame, we can still see that this is a bullish move. Price is gradually grinding to the upside. We are almost about eroding 78 extension or retracement of this move to the downside. Once we breach 78 retracement, then the price is going to do with 5 and break up. So that is what it looks like on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, we are seeing that is a gradual grinding. Price is almost breaching it. Price is almost breaching it. It's almost breaching it. So you have to look at the retracement. So once it breaches that retracement, then you can now see this as a possible, the initial wave 1, A, B, C of wave 2, then this is going to be a wave 4. So, but not until that breach, all you can do is to tightly give a tight stop loss below the 4-hour candle. That's what you can do. Below the 4-hour candle like this, then see how price is going to continue to move forward. So with that, I've come to the end of this week forecast. Do like, share this link, comment. Bye.